Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome back to Kip Plays Kentucky Route Zero. This is the prologue to Act 3, and I believe Conway is in a Neuropinol TM haze at this point. Which, thank goodness, because, I know surgery. Need to be out. 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get up to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit, so if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Oh, this is Lizette, owner of the antique store. Sugar? As it is. That's what Ira used to say. I had a dream about him last night. I heard you yelling bad dreams? I heard you yelling. Bad dreams? We were up on a roof, Ira and I and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading. We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed. Huge sidewalks. It must have been a... What's that word? So for her to dream of being on a roof with her son and her husband, Charlie is her son, we'll find out later why that's a very kind of evocative image. A subdivision. That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday, or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up, and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him. I always told him to test each tile with a heel first. If it's a heel, you can kick it back and still put your toe on something solid when the tile slips. I remember your lessons. He just wanted to study his, what was it called? Aviation. That's it. How could I forget? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's an accident. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. That truck will outlive us all. I hope you're right. I'm glad you'll keep it. Ira would have wanted you to have it. It's been running since Charlie was born. Ira took me to the hospital in that truck. So did you once. When you fainted? My hero. So, mail order? Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all... I'm sure we can fill it. Not much left back there. That's good. I wouldn't want a disused pile of antiques to be my... Oh, what's the word? Legacy. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More coffee or something, or I've had too much. It's getting harder. Yes, it is. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? God, this is tragic. Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. I... Of course. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? Gosh, would be easy to regret saying I should get that delivery out, but, let's wait with her. Sure, Liz. I'll wait with you. There's your traffic and weather on the fives. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion. After this. Mm, the quality of the light coming through the windows, through the drape, a hand on the table, the steam rising from the coffee. Oh my gosh! Look at our leg! Our leg looks like the glowing skeleton that appeared at the end of the entertainment, which, thank you, Franz, you reminded me that we find out later that that was Lem Doolittle, the author of the entertainment. But wow, looks like the procedure was successful, if you can call this successful. But that's only if you make a late payment or a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough that they'll only want to bill for. Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so I was dreaming. That's unlikely. Nerpenol TM is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time. Do you feel like you've lost time? I guess so. It's been about 2 hours. What have you been doing? We watched TV for a while, then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of. You'll want to look over it yourself, I think. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, we know from the entertainment, and true, that was a work of fiction, right? Technically, but we know that terms and conditions, debt, can be transferred in very strange ways in Kentucky Route Zero. Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well, I like it seems better, but it wasn't worth it. Oh, I just, ooh. It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun, and one of them slipped out under his feet. Shingles? What are you talking about? Who slipped? Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Neripinol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two, regardless. I can drive. You should rest that clutch foot. Dr. Truman fixed some coffee. I'm not tired. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of: recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. Oh, I'm used to a few side effects. There'll be some side effect, or there'll be side effects of Neripinol TM mostly. The operation itself wasn't particularly remarkable. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about, just keep it in mind. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth, moisten with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So, do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. Tell him about the payment plan in the bill. Ah, yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer. They handle everything. Oh, so it's all through the Consolidated Power Company? That's no good. We read about the power outages in the first act. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. You'd have to call Consolidated for more detail about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Oh. Wow, so people in debt to the power company essentially become, um, you know, units to generate power back to the grid. That's crazy. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. Dang, Homer, what do you think about this leg? Homer seemed transfixed by it, didn't he? Act 3, Scene 1. Oh, we're back at the Museum of Dwellings. Oh, but this is a different angle and perspective, eh? What's up, Homer? You get some rest back there? The doctor seemed nice enough. Just got in over his head is all. What is that? Oh, that's Julian. I think that's Julian, but we'll see in a second. How are the drugs treating you? Street lights seem a bit brighter. Oh, like trails and tracers? What do you mean? Oh, never mind. Your pupils are probably just dilated or something. My dad got a hold of these eye drops once. They stimulate the muscles in your eyeball and dilate the pupils. I guess they have some medical use, but one of the other miners said they'd help him see in the dark. Ooh. But then he had to wear sunglasses all day. The drops lasted too long. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor, or health insurance, or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested, and we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected, or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with a gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. I love that, as crazy and messed up as it is. It's beautiful, but it's messed up. Ever run into any problems? Sure, yeah, stuff would be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin, as it turned out. That was scary. And one time, in high school, we forgot these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room, you know? Ooh. So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, they seemed pretty harmless at first. I guess that's why I kept going with it. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment, my mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound, the cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Oof. A triple shift? That sounds terrible. In the mine? Well, let's take a look at, I believe this is Julian back here. Oh, so we're outside of the Museum of Dwellings this go-round. Oh, Ezra's coming with us. Yep, it's Julian. Hey there, Julian. We're just gonna do a little exploring, friends. I love these beautiful reflections in the rainwater. It's so disorienting, this parking lot that, oh, I guess after a certain point we control Julian? Yeah, this angle of seeing so much of the sky reflected is almost like a space station or something, where we're just floating above the stars. Flora, oh, Flora's the little girl from the Museum of Dwellings. Are those people like your new family? I think we're friends. I don't have any friends because I'm so busy. Too bad it's not raining anymore. Did you make that boat? I folded it out of some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it'll go? We should stand here and watch it until it disappears over the horizon with a far off look in our eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder, and right when it's a tiny speck, just before it vanishes, you'll say something romantic. Wow, you're so young to be thinking that way. Okay, well, we better get started. That's pretty. I love the moon there like that. Yeah, and of course there'd be cranes and scaffolding and stuff since the Museum of Dwellings is still actually being built, even with people living inside of it. What is that? Oh, that's just a bit of the parking lot still showing up. Oh, we have a truck with some instruments in the back. It looks like three instrument cases there. Where have we seen three musicians before? Just want to explore the extents, friends. Interesting. For all the people that live in the Museum of Dwellings, there aren't more cars in the parking lot. I doubt you can afford a car if you're, you know, having to live in a museum in order to pay off a debt. Oh, those are the three from Limits and Demonstrations. Museum visitors. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Try the door. You're a little late for the museum. And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. Oh, they can't hear us. Emily, Ben, and Bob. Oh, those are also the names of the people who were playing in the basement of Equus Oils, who were playing a tabletop game. You're right. It's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there, though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? This late, you'll wake someone up. Hush, I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? I didn't hear anything. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Alright, let's go in. If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring. Any of you folks know a diner or something around here? What? I said it'll be boring. No, We have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we'll see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, that's all up to us. True. I don't think they can hear us or see us or anything. Conway, that is. Emily, Ben, and Bob argue about whether to enter the museum. Yeah, we can't get any closer to them. Or any further away from the entrance. Alright. Why did we come back here, I wonder? So, what's the plan here? I don't know. I'm feeling kind of hungry. I could use a bite to eat. Oh, okay. You've been on the road a while. Well, there's an all-night convenience store not too far from here. Is that okay? Sounds good to me. Okay, we can take the 31 heading east. It's right before 65. Okay, 31 heading east right before 65. 31 heading east right before 65. I'm going to forget that. They don't want to stay any longer. Oh, it'll probably be in my notes, actually. Oh. Okay, so I guess, yeah, Julian's just gonna follow us. Okay, 31. There it is. 31 west. Oh, wait, what? The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Now, I'm really gonna forget how to get there. Act 3, Scene 2. a tree. Oh wow, look how gorgeous this is. I mean, yeah, it's a fallen tree over some power lines, which is not great, but the composition here is just spectacular. Nothing to be done? Can you take a look at it? I mean, really, she fixes TVs, but I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Oh, wow, yeah, come to think of it, we do always leave it running. Lisette's is up on a hill, so I get the picture. Um, anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? I drove past here yesterday. Oh? What were you doing out here yesterday? That tree? That bog? Are you sure this is the tree? What kind of tree was it? A willow. I guess that could be a willow. I don't know much about trees. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? Lucky Boot Collisions and Towing. Mercadet Wreck Recovery. I like this one. I can't read the name or the number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Worth a shot. I'll give him a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Alright, now, I do know what's about to happen, and this is one of my favorite moments from this act. Oh, look, Ezra's in the tree over there. So, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite moments in the act, is this phone conversation with the towing company. Oh, wait, can I talk to Ezra before I do that? Nope. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel, old truck that just stalled out. Inaudible, sleepy. Did I wake you? Your card says open 23 hours a day. Oh, did we call in the 1 hour they weren't open? Inaudible, accusatory. Well, isn't that convenient? Do you just put that on there for plausible deniability or what? Inaudible, apologetic. No, it's okay. We just need to get out to an auto shop and get this taken care of. I love this. Inaudible, modeling. Are you? Is this a bad time? Inaudible, pragmatic. Right? Yeah. Thanks. Okay, it's. Where are we? We're off 65, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Inaudible, tangential. Okay, well, I don't know any of those people, but that does sound like the right area. You've been over here before? Inaudible, indulgent. Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Radio music. Hello? Gosh, I love that. What's up, Ezra? Are you bored? Are you? Yeah, most of the time. Gosh, that's being a kid, right? Let's play a game. Ooh, how about 20 questions? Okay. Ezra looks meaningfully at his shoes. Got it. Okay, guess. Oh, okay. Is it a bird? No! You're guessing too soon. Does it have a home? It. You could put it somewhere, and that would be the right place to put it. Yes. Kind of like Ezra and Julian, right? They don't have a home anymore. And you could put it somewhere, and that would be the right place to put it because they adapt so well. Would I recognize it if I saw it? It would look like something you'd recognize, yeah. Yes. Is it bigger than a dog? No, a dog is bigger, except for one of those really little dogs, or a puppy, I guess. Does a puppy count as a dog? Yes, a puppy counts as a dog, Ezra. Alright, that's all your questions. What's your guess? I think I get a few more. I wasn't counting, but I'm pretty sure that was 20. Is it a nest? Yeah, a pretty small nest, like made for a small bird. It's empty and it's nighttime and it just rained. It fell out of the tree and now we're putting it back together. Then we'll take it apart again. I was all ready for those questions. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, Homer. What's up, Homer? Oh, Ezra's talking to Homer. Okay. How long do you think we'll be waiting here? Do you get bored late at night? I don't. I like it better when everyone else is asleep. What's up, Shannon? I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. Pretty grim place to be stuck. I wonder what happened. To the tree, I mean. Trees fall. Maybe it was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. It made room for new trees. But then people built houses and we can't have fires going all the time, so we kept putting them out. And now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings. Starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap! And then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. Really? Is that what really happens? I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. I never thought about old trees starving the new trees for resources. But, I mean, maybe that's just pointing out how the elderly are treated, when in reality they're still very important individuals even though they're old. That thing's been broken for years. So, we'll get to find out what station you had it turned to when it went out. A snapshot of a younger man's taste. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thought. Do you remember what it was? Some college station. Well, I'm sure we'll find something to listen to on the road. Oh, we can't go that. We can go that far away. Okay. Oh, what's that sound? You friends hear that? What? And suddenly, we're in a completely different place. Let's see here. Is this the right way? I don't recognize these trees. What's to recognize? Just a bunch of trees. Just the trees are so quiet, right? Usually you'd hear birds, wind, a squirrel, or something. Turn your ears down and focus on the radio, Cricket. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm a little bored. I'll work some chord progressions in my head for a while or something. Let's take a look at the road ahead, shall we? How far out are we? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. Okay, so Harry is the name of the owner of the bar from the entertainment. And I believe Junebug was the name of the performer that they were waiting on in the bar. Kind of a waiting for Godot kind of thing because she never showed up. I'll tell him he had to get that drain pipe on tape. Oh, he wouldn't appreciate it, but man, the way those raindrops boomed down that thing. I got at least 30 minutes of it. Hey, yeah, didn't you play on this record? Go-Go was on it. Yeah, Go-Go, Go-Go. That guy's out of control. We should do a set with him. Only Johnny plays the notes I like. Aww. What time is it? You've got a timing circuit? Yeah, but yours is more accurate. Wait, are they robots? Harry's gonna flip out. That old man was born flipped. I just hope he can scrape up some tips. Hard enough when you get there on time. I'll make sure Harry pays up. I have a way with him. I know. Hey, wait. Why don't you stop and help us out? Headlight. You know we're already late. So we'd better keep moving. I just mean, what's another few minutes? Every minute counts, Cricket. They looked like they could use some help. So they can call a tow truck. I don't know any tow companies that come all the way out here. I guess it's up to some good Samaritan. Someone will stop eventually, someone with nowhere else to be. They had a kid with them. An audience for your recordings? I bet he'd be into it. It could be like a game. I'll play him a turkey call at half speed and make him guess what kind of animal it is. Oh, that sounds like fun. Fine. You can make a friend. Briefly. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. Oh, good idea, Johnny. You know, if no one's there, Harry'll try and bilk us on our fee. Smart. Maniacs? Are you okay? Sure, you? Oh, no, I'm fine. Thanks. They were in a hurry. Some folks are always in a hurry. Not you, though, huh? You get caught up on a stranger's yarn or a streetlight reflected in a puddle, and nobody can get you moving again until you've let the grace of the moment right into your bones. Like a poet. Or a donkey. I guess that's what I like about you, old man. You know how to wait. I don't think I ever will. Learning how to wait is a pretty important skill to have in this life, friends. Sometimes you just got to. Disneyland is fun and all, but if you're gonna be so disappointed and angry at having to wait, you're gonna really not enjoy yourself. What's up, Junebug? Stay here. Careful. He's wicked with strangers. Ha, you. Who's chasing you? Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued. I knew it. Who's after us? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation, so... Dinosaur. Sure. Something like that. Listen, we got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? Probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, ma'am. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Ooh, I love this one. Of course you do. I love it, but we're not going to get a chance to say it, are we? Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea! Well, we're waiting for a tow. A tow? I won't hear about it. This time of night you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. Why, I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. The the vicious cycle. And that's certainly thematically appropriate for some of the struggles that Conway is going through too, isn't it? That's what we call our bike. Yeah, a couple of gearheads. I think that these two are robots, actually. We call it the vicious cycle. Pretty tough, huh? We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight, and, well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now, the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared, and that one song is going to be fantastic, friends. You'll come to the gig, won't you? Of course we. To Johnny, of course they will. Man, Junebug, you are not going to let us get a word in edgewise, are you? Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Junebug, you were the one who almost made us not stop. Aw, to Homer. Hungry old man? I think we've got a crust in the sidecar here. But you having a kid and all. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 65. We usually take a right off the interstate around the arcade. Johnny likes the arcade. That place, I just put fresh batteries in my field recorder. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Now, Johnny has like a tape recorder and is recording sounds to sample in songs. And can you imagine going to an arcade to sample sounds? That sounds awesome. You could get a lot of really great stuff. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys are robots, you likely know a little bit about mechanized things, eh? Hey, they certainly do, and they're going to be following us on their bike. So now we have Johnny and Junebug following us on their bike, and Julian circling above us overhead. We've practically got a little RPG party going on here. And in the next episode, we're going to find out what things we can get into with Johnny and Junebug. So thanks a lot. Thanks so much for watching Kentucky Route Zero, friends. I have been and I will continue to be Kip Icon as long as you guys continue to follow your drams. Bye!